Hello, and welcome to Ascension Arcana Tarot. This is Christine with a general weekly reading for the week of April 7th. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Let's get started. What do my viewers need to know about this week? I don't know about you guys, I'm super looking forward to the eclipse tomorrow. They were originally predicting we were going to have super cloudy weather, and it looks like it's actually going to be mostly sunny, so I'm psyched. Oh, okay, I flipped right over. King of Swords, good place to start. Somebody else. Six of Swords. Interesting. I'll pause here for a minute. This king, I'm like drawn to how awkwardly, oh, I forgot to turn my light on. Hang on. That's so much better. I'm drawn to how awkwardly he's like holding this sword up in the air. I'm kind of not sure how to put into words the energy that I'm reading from this card. I feel like I'm drawn to like this like stiffness in his energy, or like he's trying too hard. It's just super weird. Like, how long can you hold that sword up? It just seems like not a very sustainable choice to be making. It's like this big heavy metal sword, and he's chilling on this hard chair with a bird on one hand, holding up this really heavy sword on the other hand. I feel like there's maybe something that you're doing that is not really sustainable, and that's requiring like a great amount of effort from you, and that's maybe making you really uncomfortable. But like, you're trying really hard. Like, this guy's trying super hard, right? He's doing a good job. I kind of just want to pat him on the head. But yeah, it's not sustainable, or like, I don't know, necessary, I guess. Something that he's trying it really hard that's not even necessary. So both of these cards, I mean, they kind of have like a similar-ish message. Six of Swords is moving on. I'm super drawn. This is like one of my personal special animal symbols. I love dragonflies, and there's like little dragonflies decorating this canoe. And I'm also drawn to it being one person. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, it's a man kind of paddling the woman and the child across, but this is someone doing it for themselves. So moving on from whatever this uncomfortable, unsustainable, awkward behavior is, it's like something that you're doing that I feel like it's kind of like torturing you. And I just want to give you a hug and be like, it's going to be okay. Just put the sword down. Like, there's no reason to be holding it like that. And then the Death card, too, for me is like a huge card of transformation. And I think it really complements this Six of Swords really well. This is like together, the two of these is like a big final moving away from something and transforming it. So whatever this behavior of yours is showing me that you are going to be letting it go, moving away from it, and allowing it to transform. I love this. The Witch's Tarot is kind of new for me, but this is really beautiful. On the Death card, this kid is like holding a bouquet of white flowers out to the figure, and he's actually looking like down at the kid. I love that. That's so beautiful. It's like a creepy looking card, right? But ultimately it means a really big life-changing transformation. And I very much feel like it's you making this choice. As much as I said, I wish I could just go and hug this guy and kind of tell him to put the sword down. That's not what happens This single person in the boat is really speaking to me that like, this is a a choice that you are making to change whatever this behavior is that's like kind of this awkward and uncomfortable thing. I feel like it's maybe like, I'm having a hard time putting words to this. It's like a habit maybe that you have, or like something that's unsustainable in your life. It's like not even compassionate for you to try to do this. So maybe you even have like too much on your plate. That might be a good way to say it. You have a little too much on your plate and you're trying to hold up and sustain this behavior that is just not even benefiting you. And by holding on to it, it's kind of like an energy leak. It's something that's maybe stressing you out. Like once you put this down, you will feel relief. It's going to feel so good to like put the sword down, massage your arm, kind of like loosen your shoulders up, move them around, shift your seat in that hard stone chair, and you'd be like, oh, why was I holding that sword up? Like that wasn't even necessary. Just like put it next to your throne, and then if you need to pick it back up again, you can. What else do my viewers need to know about this week? Oh, I love that. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. So these guys all fell out. So this one fell out first, and then these three fell out together. So that's kind of usually how I read them when that happens. The Magician is what's coming in. I love that. Look at the difference in like the color of this card, right? I love like the roses are blooming, and you know, his like clothing is kind of moving around freely. There's like this gorgeous golden light. Are those Datura flowers? I don't know. I love Datura. That might be another thing for me. Look at how light his wand is compared to the sword. He's like got this tiny little awesome wand that he can wield, and like it's showing me there's this infinity sign above his head, which is really beautiful. So when you put down this heavy clunky sword and replace it with this awesome, powerful, lightweight wand, it's like freeing up your energy. So you're no longer trying to sustain whatever this is that is not even benefiting you. I feel like clunky is a good word for it too. So put down whatever this clunky behavior or habit is and pick this up. Let it be new. You're going to feel so much more free. The feeling of this King of Swords versus the Magician feels like a breath of fresh air to me. He's just like so free and just kind of flowing with it, and it's really nice. And this dude is like the opposite of flow. Look at him there. He's not flown at all. These three together. It's interesting that the Lovers is here because none of this feels to me like it has anything to do with love. I wonder if it's more the choice aspect of the Lovers. I feel like that's what's resonating. That's cool. The dragonfly is back too on the Five of Swords. I wonder if it's on all of the Swords cards. I don't even know. The flowers here in the Seven of Wands are reminiscent of that bouquet that I showed you on the Death card. So those two are definitely related. I love this. Actually, okay, this is becoming more clear to me. So the Five of Swords card for me is a card about betrayal. And what I'm really getting from this is like self-betrayal. And then the Seven of Wands can be kind of like defending yourself. It's like defending yourself from yourself, honestly. It's like the message that I'm getting here is that whatever this is that you're kind of like hanging on to or trying to force that's like so clunky and weird for you, it's becoming like a self-betrayal because it's so out of alignment with what you're supposed to be doing right now. And again, when I say supposed to, take that for what you want to. You guys have to use your own judgment, but it feels very out of alignment to me. And I think this is you. You're feeling the pressure of like all these swords kind of coming down at you. You're kind of defending yourself from like, maybe you have some defensiveness within yourself around like letting whatever this is go. But this is what I feel is like more in alignment for you, is putting whatever that is down and being light with your wand. The angel is sticking out to me on the Lovers. We had that with the Temperance card in one of my other recent readings. So just being divinely guided here. And sometimes the Lovers is not about love. Traditionally, it was a card of choices. And because it's a major arcana card, it's a card of big choices, right? Choices that could potentially be life-changing. And the fact that the Magician is showing up as the energy that I feel is what kind of your spirit is like wanting to flow into. Those two cards to me say that when you can put this clunky thing down that you're kind of trying to force yourself to hold up, you're trying to force yourself to make room for it. Maybe you feel like it's a responsibility or like something you're supposed to do. But if you can just put that down, and it doesn't even mean abandon it. I keep seeing this image of him taking the sword and like putting it next to his throne. But just giving himself a break. Like, you don't have to hold there's nobody coming. This guy's sitting in the middle of the woods all by himself. It looks like the most peaceful place, and he's holding his sword like he's ready to go to battle. Like, whatever it is, it's fine. You can put it down. And then let this flow come in. That feels pretty clear to me. I'm super curious if this resonates for anyone, like what that is for you. I'm also finding that all of my readings are very much for me as well, so I'm gonna have to do some thinking. Pretty sure I already know what that is for me. All right, so next we're gonna find out what is your advice. I feel like that I already just gave you a bunch of advice in that. That was fun. As usual, please take it if it resonates and leave it behind if it doesn't. I'm certainly not here to tell anybody to make life decisions. I'm just reading the energy. This is cool too with the eclipse this week. I wonder if that energy is part of what will help you identify like whatever that is and let it go. I like that. Even the death card has like that kind of the red haze or whatever, kind of reminds me of like eclipse totality, like that. Did anybody just flip? No, I thought one just flipped. So what advice do you have for my viewers for this week? We got, oh my goodness, that's awesome. We got the death card again. It says death or rebirth, or death and rebirth, I guess. And the infinity symbol, I love that. So kind of a callback to the Magician. Yeah, it literally is. It's the death of this kind of stiff, forced, awkward energy and being reborn into this like completely free-flowing master of energy. I love that. I think it's kind of just a confirmation of my read. What other advice do you have for my viewers? Got two. You've got. Okay. I've pulled this one for you guys before. So the Nine of Swords is the card of worrying. Last time I remember I was drawn to like this little white bird up there. Today I feel like I'm just drawn to her being sad. So this might, that resonates. I feel like, especially because he's the King of Swords, and swords is that mental energy, they can kind of be prone to like overthinking about things. So I wonder if this is maybe something that you're worried about, like letting go of or putting down, or maybe if you feel somewhere inside of you that if you don't keep the death grip on this thing that's like so uncomfortable, that something bad is going to happen. Yeah, my heart goes out to you because that's like it's like a really sad energy. The Three of Wands here. I love that this card is coming up. So the Three of Wands, I mean, you can see she's even like actively walking forwards, right? I love that too with the fire. That's a cool energy right here. Once you put this down, I feel like this is what's going to happen for you, where you're kind of walking into like a new adventure. So even though this might feel like something that you're worried about or you're maybe afraid to let go of, it's showing me that once you hit this magician energy and kind of be more in the flow and be a little bit lighter with it, it's going to open up opportunities for new adventures and like fun. Like she's going to surf. She's going to have a good time. I'm feeling a feeling of like just treading a little bit lighter and like maybe not having to take things so seriously. I think the King of Swords is like a pretty responsible dude, but I almost wonder if he's maybe being like a little bit too responsible or a little too cautious. But that's actually sweet. I feel that. He's just like trying hard to do a good job. I think the universe is trying to tell you that you're doing a good job even if you put down whatever that burden is. Is there any more advice for my viewers? Two of Wands and the Star. I love that. That's beautiful. So the Two of Wands is like a card of making decisions, right? I feel that. That's almost like a stuck energy. I feel like it relates to this anxiety, where maybe you're feeling like you possibly even have like two paths in front of you. You have a decision to make and you're kind of not really sure which path is the right one. But the way that she's looking out the window and she's like completely turned away from this other wand, and then especially being followed by the Star card, all that I'm drawn to is this like brilliant part of the sky right there. It feels like dreams come true and wishes come true, and it feels like you will know the correct path in your heart. Like, I feel like it's going to be pretty obvious to you. Like, she's not even debating between these two wands, right? She's choosing this one, and she's looking out the window, she's got the globe next to her, and this little picture of, like, the camper van. She's ready to head off for her next adventure. And maybe it will feel like a bit of an adventure. I don't know if the King of Swords loves adventuring. I think he is enjoying thinking that he's in control of everything that's going on here in this little throne. Yeah. This very much feels to me like overcoming some fear and taking some leaps of faith towards what your heart knows is where you want to be. That's actually extremely beautiful. I love that. I feel like that's complete. Let's get you, we'll do a twin flame card and an angel number card. What message do you have for my viewers? That guy wants to come out. Oh, interesting. 10-10 reunion, reconciling differences. Okay, those squirrels are adorable. It's like the cutest card. Reconciling differences. I feel like this speaks to reconciling within yourself. Like this energy here of feeling that pressure, feeling like you're having to defend yourself from your own self. I feel like this is a battle right now of like spirit and ego, I guess, to put it really easily. And even the squirrels being black and white, it's like a little bit reminiscent of that to me. Yeah. Whatever that sword is representing something that ego's hanging on to. And then this sort of dream or wish that you have here, that's really where your heart is calling you, is what's feeling like it's more aligned with your spirit. I love that. I'm trying to think of how to put into words what I'm feeling. It's like, yeah, I feel like you just need some self-soothing here. This fighting energy is not helping you. It's a big energy leak here. Being at war inside of yourself is not very peaceful, and I don't feel like it's very productive. I think if you can find a way within yourself to come to peace with this, that's what that reconciling differences card is encouraging you to do. Even if it's something as simple as saying, "Hi, ego, I'm not going to do what you say anymore." Let's get an angel number card. What angel number card do my viewers need? Oh, just popped out and went onto my heater. Oh, I love this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just had on my odometer. This is funny. I was wondering if I was going to tell you guys about this. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 come up on my odometer, and it actually reminded me of my weekly reading last week, where I had the 7 of Pentacles, and I was talking about how it reminded me of the Ascension journey and kind of hopping up one pentacle at a time. One of my good friends always says 1, 2, 3, 4 for her represents like one step at a time, so I love that. It says 1, 2, 3, 4. Good luck. Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. You are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. It's interesting. I feel like someone on the other side has your back. Is related to the Lover's card, how I pointed out the angel in the background, that you have some divine protection here. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. I feel like this is about going within and observing yourself. Observing whatever this pattern is over here with the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Wands, because I feel like it's keeping you stuck from this flow. Go within and communicate honestly with yourself. Like, what is this pattern? What are you getting from it? Like, why are you kind of holding on to it? Because there's no reason for you to be defending yourself or feeling this like pressure within yourself. It's just a place within you that's not peaceful yet, and it's not resolved. And I feel like this is an invitation to go within and take care of that and just resolve it. Whatever it is here that you're like trying to force yourself to do because you think you're supposed to be doing it, it's completely safe to just let it go. Make peace with this so that you don't have to fight yourself anymore. And there's one right choice here. There's one choice that's going to kind of move you forward down your spiritual path, and that's the choice that is where your heart is leading you. Like, that's really sweet. And there's like this something beautiful waiting for you at the end of it, right? So yeah, I think that feels complete. Thank you very much for listening, guys. I hope this resonated. I would appreciate if you want to share any comments about what resonates for you. That would be really cool. I always love comparing my readings to what you guys are going through. So I'll see you in my next reading. Bye.